let's stay friends. Like it could be simple. Like the fire in my chest could shrink to fit that word friends. I showed you the parts of me no one else has ever touched. The trembling, raw, unguarded me. And now I'm supposed to smile as your message is coming casually, like everything we shared was nothing. No, I cannot stay friends. I cannot, 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 I cannot stay friends. I cannot, I cannot, I cannot. How could I be just a friend to someone who held my heart? With words, with glimpses, with everything I trusted. I cannot, I cannot. I loved you too much, too deeply, to fold myself small enough to fit in your idea of friends. No, well, I cannot, 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 I cannot. I tried for a while to read your text softly, to respond lightly, to pretend the longing in my chest was nothing but the hum of my own heart. But your words were calm, polite, like you had already moved to a place where I no longer existed. Every casual line, every small reply was a quiet scream reminding me I am no longer yours. I cannot, I cannot, I cannot, I cannot, I cannot, I cannot, I cannot. How can you be so calm? How can you touch my soul through words and not feel the ache you leave behind? I cannot, I cannot, I cannot, I cannot. Maybe you left me long before June. Maybe I was already holding a ghost and still calling it love. I cannot, 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 I cannot. With someone who saw me bare, through words, through messages, through the deepest parts of me. I cannot, I cannot, I cannot. How could I type and smile, pretending it's nothing, when everything in me still aches for you? I cannot, I cannot, I cannot. This sudden feared if I stayed, if I agreed to be your friend, I would watch you fall in love with someone new one day. And I would be abandoned twice by the same hands that once held me so gently. And I'd sit there pretending I'm fine while your heart learned a new rhythm that didn't include me at all. I'd become the girl you feel sorry for, the one you answer out of guilt, the way you never asked to carry. I don't want that for you, I don't want that for me. I don't want to break in front of you twice. Cause I know you've moved on fast before you untangled yourself from her. After she cheated and you found your way to me, just months later you said people let go at their own pace. Sometimes it's fast, and I've always been scared that maybe you'd let go of me just as fast. Before you type, let's stay friends. That's Was someone who was my home through words, who touched my soul with glimpses, who loved me once or maybe still does somewhere. I cannot, how could I be just a friend to the one who gave me everything I couldn't keep? I cannot stay friends.